with the corners, I'll be expecting only in the first half over 4.5 corners, and also in the second half. So with the yellow cards, let's expect over 1.5 yellow cards in the first half.
He's done it!
Man must eat. Man
Must.
must eat. They
Very, very, very important.
Eddie.
That's
Very, 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 very important.
important.
Yes, this weekend we have couple of games coming on, and hey, FA Cup finals, Chelsea versus Manchester City. Yes, Premier League is coming to an end, a lot of games, very, very tough games out there, Eddie. And Bundesliga, La Liga, Spanish La Liga, the trophy have been declared. I think Real Madrid is even playing today as we speak right now with Oviedo, but it's all over because Barcelona have crowned champions. But what we are interested in is, Eddie,
Fellow investors,
yeah, the green ticks.
green ticks.
Yeah, exactly. Green ticks. That is what we are looking out for. And if you are with us and you are new, remember to bet responsible, even if you are above 18 years. And for sure, Eddie, should we start with the FA Cup for sure? Because tomorrow, Saturday, we have FA Cup finals in Wembley, Chelsea versus Manchester City. In one, this is a finals. Eddie, let's talk about the yellow cards and the corners, and also most of the times the wins and also goals. What is gonna be transpiring in this game? So let's start with the yellow cards. This game, how many yellow cards should we expect in this game?
All right, so in total, let's expect 6 yellow cards in total, but I'll be focused only on the first half. That's over 2.5 yellow cards. That's 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about corners? Who will win the corners in this game?
Yeah, Manchester City will be crowned the champions. Yeah, when it comes to the corners. So with the corners to that's over, let's go 5. I know we will be able to get that number 11.5. Yeah.
5 for sure. Eddie, how many goals should we expect in this game? 3 goals.
3 goals.
Okay, so which players do you think probably will be scoring the goals?
Antonio Semenyo, I would like to see him on the score sheet. I would like to see Haaland also on the score sheet. That's the 2.
I am paying you.
Oh, yeah. And then the one, Enzo can do it for Chelsea, yeah, or the Kopama can also do it for Chelsea, yeah. He's going to end in the 2-1 deficit against Chelsea.
2-1 deficit against Chelsea. So you believe Manchester City will win this trophy?
Fingers crossed,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know this prediction is against me, but then it's a finals. Anything can happen though. But let's see. FA Cup finals. Guys, what are your predictions on the FA Cup finals? Do you think City will lift the trophy to a second trophy this season, or Chelsea will use it to actually boost their fans because of a bad season? Let's look at the Premier League, Eddie. With Premier League, we have Friday early kickoff. Yeah, Friday kickoff game, which is Aston Villa versus Liverpool. All these teams, I think, automatically they've qualified for Champions League. Aston Villa still have Europa League finals to play.
Mm-hmm.
Aston Villa versus Liverpool. How many yellow cards should we expect in this game?
All right, with this game, I think my expectations in these games are very limited, but with the sake of fellow investors and the yellow card as well, I'll be going for over 3.5.
Over 3.5 yellow cards. And should we expect red card in that game?
Nah, there won't be any red card in the game.
Okay. So how about
the probability of red card is 0.1.
0.1. How about corners? Sometimes Liverpool haven't been their best this season. Aston Villa, they are doing well in the Europa, but League lately is not quite good, because I remember last game, their fans almost walked out of the pitch for bad game, but they went in to win the Europa League against Nottingham Forest. Corners, what do you think is going to happen in the game?
Yeah, corners first half over 5.5 corners. Yeah, let's focus only on the first half over 5.5. And also in the second half, let's expect a goal as over 0.5 in the second half. Yeah, for goal. Yeah, and the first half over 5.5 corners. Then in the second half, I think there'll be a goal in the second half.
There'll be a goal in the second half for sure. So let's move to other games for sure in the Premier League, where we have Sunday, where Manchester United will be hosting Nottingham Forest in Old Trafford. Eddie, what should we expect? Because as a Chelsea fan, for me, if Nottingham Forest lose in Old Trafford, it wouldn't be something that I would be surprised. But on a normal day, I wouldn't be supporting Manchester United, you know. But let's see. That one, you give me that face. Nottingham Forest coming to Old Trafford as a United fan. Do you think red cards will be in this game?
There's no red card in the game. No, red card.
There's no red card in the game.
There's no red card in the game. It's going to be
so yellow cards, possible yellow cards.
It's going to be a fair play game. Yellow cards definitely. Yeah, over 5.5 in total.
Yellow cards?
Yeah, over 5.5.
Okay, that's 6 in total. Is it not too much?
Mark it down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a gift. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, Manchester United to carry the day.
And corners?
9.5.
Brentford on a norm. This is Brentford versus Crystal Palace. This is a London derby. On a norm, I think every Chelsea fan will want Brentford to lose this game. Meanwhile, Brentford is playing at home against Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace have found their way into the Conference League finals, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so what do you make up of this game? How many yellow cards should we expect?
First half over
First half over 1.5.
Quarters, let's focus on also on the second half. Second half, quarters over 5.5.
That's over 5.5. Eddie, Everton versus Sunderland. This is a tough game for sure, but what do you think about who will win this game and how many goals should we expect?
And Everton, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Double chance for Sunderland. And we have Leeds Brighton. Possible cards, yellow cards in this game.
Yeah, possible cards, yellow cards. That's also. Let's focus all on the first half over 2.5.
Over 2.5 in first half, yellow cards. Okay. Wolves will be hosting Fulham. The Wolves are totally relegated. Fulham lately is not quite going as the way they planned to, but corners in this game.
Yeah.
Who will win the corners and how many possible corners?
Fulham to win the corners, and I'll be expecting over 7.5. Not that much, but at least Fulham to win the corners.
Newcastle United versus West Ham. West Ham need a win to stay alert against Tottenham. And then this Newcastle, traveling to Newcastle United. Eddie, who will win this game?
M4. Newcastle to win against West Ham United.
Newcastle United to win against West Ham United. And we have a Monday fixtures where we have Arsenal will be hosting Burnley, where we see Arsenal need to win all their games to actually
become the champions.
But I don't still see Arsenal as champions.
But the game against Burnley is going to be an easy game for them, as I see Arsenal winning the game. Yeah.
Did you watch the Burnley against Manchester City?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but
how was it?
They gave Manchester City a very tough time.
Exactly. That's what I want to hear.
They were able to get only a goal, the game ended, I think, 1-0, right? Yeah. So definitely Arsenal, they can also get a loophole to get a goal. Burnley will play the ball, but Arsenal, I don't know what they did. Do
you expect red card in this game?
Red card. Yeah, red card is going to be difficult, but a double yellow card, yeah, it can happen. So
okay. So we have Tuesday where we have Bournemouth versus Manchester City. On a normal day, I need Manchester City to win this game, but Bournemouth is tough. How many corners should we expect in this game?
Over 12.5.
Over 12.5. 13 corners.
Yeah.
Wow. And who will win that game?
Manchester City to win the game.
Chelsea will be playing against Tottenham in Stamford Bridge. Eddie, how many yellow cards? And who will win this game?
The game is going to end in a draw. And also the yellow cards, possible yellow cards in the game, over 4.5.
But Eddie, did you check Chelsea Tottenham history?
Actually, this is not a matter of Tottenham. Tottenham, now Chelsea are in a struggle, and Tottenham,
Okay.
Tottenham also want to win the game.
Want to qualify? Yeah, they want to
prevent
qualify.
relegation.
Yeah.
So, and the game will also be played in Stamford Bridge. And for Chelsea to stay in Stamford Bridge and lose the game is going to be difficult. So that's where the game is going to end in a draw.
So let's get to the other leagues and then probably see what is really gonna be happening for sure. So we have La Liga on Saturday. I don't think the La Liga is playing today, and so I'm not seeing them on Saturday as well. So the La Liga is playing. I think they are playing all matches on Saturday. Yeah, Sunday. Sorry. So we have La Liga. The Atletico Madrid will be playing against Girona. Who will win this game? Atletico Madrid straight win. We have Osasuna Espanyol. How many corners should we expect?
What did you just say?
How many goals should we expect?
Which game? I thought Osasuna Espanyol. Second half over 4.5. Yeah.
Second half over 4.5. Okay. Athletic Club Bilbao versus Atletico Bilbao versus Celta Vigo. Eddie, yellow cards in this game. Possible yellow cards.
A yellow cards first half over 2.5.
Sevilla versus Real Madrid.
The problem is, Sevilla, they also need a win to prevent the relegation zone. And being playing against Real Madrid is going to be difficult for them. I don't know whether Real Madrid are going to so-called, give it out because now they've already lost the trophy. But the goals in this game, let's expect two goals. Yeah, I'll be expecting 2 goals, yeah.
2 goals in this game. Okay. So 2 goals. Okay. Barcelona versus Real Betis. How many goals should we expect in this game? Because Barcelona already won the league. And
they've won the league, and
maybe they could decide to use second team.
That's the problem. So I'll be giving.
So it's very difficult to predict this kind of game.
But double chance for Real Betis. Yeah.
Double chance for Real Betis.
Yeah, double chance for Real Betis.
So we move to Bundesliga, where we have Leverkusen versus Hamburger SV.
3-2 for Bayer Leverkusen.
Okay. Bayern Munich versus Köln. How many goals should we expect here?
Let's expect in total 4 goals in total. Yeah, so that's 3. I'm going with over 3.5.
But corners?
Corners over 12.5.
Okay. And we have Freiburg versus Stuttgart.
Freiburg, Stuttgart.
Yellow cards.
Yellow cards also over 4.5. Yeah, let's go for.
Also, sorry, it was Frankfurt. Yeah, Frankfurt versus Stuttgart.
Okay, Frankfurt.
That's what.
Frankfurt, Stuttgart. Yeah, as I said about.
That was what I asked, yeah?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah. So Frankfurt, that was Frankfurt, Stuttgart.
Okay.
So these yellow cards, how many?
Yeah, over 4.5.
4.5. We have Freiburg versus RB Leipzig. How many goals should we expect? 3 goals.
But I'll be giving Leipzig straight win though.
Werder Bremen versus Dortmund. Maybe goals and corners.
Yeah, goals Dortmund over 1.5. That's goal for Dortmund over 1.5. So, and the yellow cards also Bremen to receive over 2.5 yellow cards. Yeah.
Okay. And then we move to Italian Serie A. I'm not sure they are also on Saturday. Yeah, also playing on Saturday. So we have it. They are playing on Sunday. So we have Como Parma. Who will win? Straight win for Como. We have Genoa versus AC Milan. How many yellow cards should we expect in this game?
Let's expect over 5.5 yellow cards in this game.
5.5 yellow card. Juventus will be hosting Fiorentina. Corners.
Juventus hosting Fiorentina. Total corners in this game will be 7.5.
Roma, Lazio. Who will win this game?
Roma, Lazio. I'll be giving Lazio straight win.
Inter Milan versus Hellas Verona. Who will win this game? And possible corners.
So Inter to win the game, yeah, and total yellow cards or the total corners. So with the corners, I'll be expecting only in the first half over 4.5 corners, and also in the second half. So with the yellow cards, let's expect over 1.5 yellow cards in the first half. 5
yellow cards. So we have France Ligue 1. Lille versus Angers.
Angers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a Lille straight win.
Okay, Lille straight win. We have Lyon versus Lens. The possible corners in this game.
Again?
Lyon versus Lens. Possible corners in this game.
Lyon versus Lens, possible corners. Let's go for over 4.5. Yeah.
Over 4.5. Marseille versus Rennes. Yellow cards. Possible yellow cards.
Yeah, Rennes. Marseille took 2. Yeah, 2.5 yellow cards.
2.5 yellow cards. Marseille to concede. Nice versus Metz. Goals, expected goals.
Expected goals. Yeah,
2 goals. And Paris and Derby.
Yeah, PSG to win the game. As easy as that.
Possible corners.
Possible corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, first half over 4.5.
Strasbourg versus Monaco. Who will win this game? Strasbourg, Monaco.
Strasbourg, Monaco, a difficult call. Yeah, I'll be giving Monaco straight win. Yeah.
Monaco straight win. Guys, thank you very much for being here. We'll give you our man must eat best 5. And for sure, bet responsible, even if you are above 18 years. This video is for entertainment purposes. Whilst Eddie will give us the man must eat best 5, we also, and if you have best league, put it in the comment section. Last week, we couldn't give you our predictions for sure due to 1 or 2 reasons. Forgive us on that, and probably we could get it done for you. Why, Eddie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. My brother, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so Brentford versus Sunderland, second half, corners over 5.5. And also Arsenal versus Burnley, straight to for Arsenal. Then Atletico Madrid will play against also Girona, straight to for Atletico Madrid. Dortmund will play against Bremen. Let's also focus on the yellow cards. Bremen to get 2.5 yellow cards. And also the last game is going to be Strasbourg, Monaco, straight to for Monaco. Yeah.
Straight win for Monaco.
Straight win for Monaco.
Okay. That is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. You all see Eddie with his dark goggles and his best 5. Man must eat best 5 for sure. So log it in and we expect green ticks and bet responsible for sure. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much and ciao.
Ciao.